You are live. All right.
We
Let me
live, baby. We live.
let me send the video.
I got my shot too, so whenever you're ready.
I need to pour mine. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. We live, baby.
We live, baby. We live.
All right. Let's see. If I have the ability to edit this stuff out, then I will. But we're gonna figure it out as we go. So publish is in there. Okay. Thank you guys so much for clicking on to the Millennium Hot Girl Series. My name is Nay, aka Beautiful Miss Nay, whatever you want to call it. I am still trying to figure it out. And here's my co-host.
Hey, y'all. I'm Chevy, aka Simply Fucking Gorgeous. Shabera, however you want to call it. And we are here.
We are here now. In the tradition of the Millennium Hot Girl Series that we're actually going to just start today, we're going to take a shot. These episodes are going to start with a shot every time, but let me go ahead and get mine started.
I
Get
already
mine's
pre-filled
going.
my shot glass.
Okay, so here we go. Ready?
Cheers. Yep.
Cheers.
To Millennium Hot Girl Series.
Yes. Now, this is, like I said, the Millennium Hot Girl Series where we talk everything real hot girl shit. Just like Megan said, real hot girl
Girl,
shit. But we are also,
uncut.
but
Real.
we, but we're also, but we are also on, our boss, boss life and still just enjoying life.
Period.
Period. So, being a millennium hot girl for me, first of all, what is being a millennium hot girl to you, Chevy?
I feel like it's being like, we're older now. We're in 2021. We're not kids. Times are different from when our parents were our age, like growing up. Like, we're the new millennials. People look up to us. Like, we're the ones who have all the trends and do everything. So, millennial hot girl, first of all, we don't give a fuck about nothing. We do what we want
Period.
when we want, how we want.
Period.
Can't nobody tell us nothing. And we just try
Period.
to be bosses, live the best life that we can during this fucking time that we're in, and just be great.
Absolutely. And if you see me put the mic up to my face like this, that means I got something real important until I get my real mic so I can get right up on y'all. But for me, the millennium hot girls are, women in our age range that, are still trying to just live their best lives without feeling like they're too old to be, just out here living. Because I hate when
Right.
people say that, you're too old to be going out, you're too old to be having shots, or too old to be doing. I'm gonna do it when it
You never
comes to
too.
a
I don't
drink.
give a fuck if I was 65 years old. If I want to go out, if I want to go outside, I'm gonna be outside. If I want to have a drink, I'm gonna have a
Period.
drink. You ain't never too old. Don't let your age define who you are or what you can do. You're a millennium. Do it, girl.
Do
Amen.
what you want to do. And so as millennium hot girls, I feel like this is going to be a platform where we just really talk whatever we want to talk about, really, but we are still young bosses. I actually have a small business. We are both business owners. I have a small business. I will have my link down below. I sell CMOS products. I sell health and wellness products all the way around. My friend is also a boss.
Yeah, so I have my own cooking business called Chevy Delights, and I plan on being a traveling chef one day. I'm also in the military, so I can't really do it as much as I want to. But if you're in a local area where my base is, I cook meals, I sell plates, I do a whole bunch of stuff. So tap in, and I'm also getting into other business revenues to come soon.
Yes, because this thing is about to take off wherever we're going with this. So, let me just say that, how I said earlier that I wanted to get an Airbnb for my birthday, right?
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
want to hire a chef. Now, do you want to be the chef or do you just want to turn up? Because I
Look, I
respect
could
it.
do both. I
I
can
res-
do both. I can mix business and pleasure.
Girl, because I want to have a nice Airbnb by the beach, looking
Okay.
over everything. Is going to be my 30th. We are about to be 30.
Dirty 30, yeah, we need a party. See, yeah. See, we're gonna cook early in the day, then we're gonna party at night. I'll do this for you. We're gonna make sure you have everything that you want.
Yes.
It's gonna be bomb. We're gonna eat good and we're gonna party good and have a good time.
Yeah, because I wanted to go to Jamaica, but the way this Omarion variant, the way this Omarion variant is going, I don't know.
Put
But
an ice box where your heart used to be.
okay, it's about to put an ice box right back in the freaking house. We about to be sitting right back in the house.
Cool as fuck. But yeah.
But how was your Christmas? Like today is actually December 26th. It's the day after Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to everybody, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas. If you don't celebrate it, just happy day. Um, my Christmas, it was good. The past couple of years, the past 2 years, I've been having an ongoing like battle with my daughter's dad, but he recently came to terms and trying to build a friendship. So, for the sake of Kennedy, so he actually came down and picked her up. We spent a little time together, which was really fun. It was no drama or nothing. And she went with him for the holidays, so she got to spend time with me and my family that came to town, and also her other side of the family. So that was good. But other than that, I ain't been in the holiday spirit. Like,
I feel
fuck
you.
Christmas. That's how I feel.
Let me tell you,
um,
and that's a good thing that, you and your son's dad could come together. I mean, son's dad, I'm thinking about my situation. You and your daughter's dad can just come to terms and just kind of come to a happy medium when it comes to the kids because these niggas,
ain't shit.
but
Nigga, don't act like a bitch.
that used to be our song. That used to be our
That's
song.
why I don't got no fun.
Bitch. Okay, so I feel you though on the holiday spirit. Like I haven't really been in the holiday spirit either. Like I don't know what it is, and actually I'm not gonna say I don't know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I just know I came to terms with I'm not where I wanted to be in my life. I'm not where I want to be in my life. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it's just
Yeah.
kind of
No, girl, I
like
feel you.
it's I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I I wasn't able to do probably what I wanted to do, and that type of stuff makes you not want to be in the holiday spirit. So, we did what we did here. I usually go down to my family's house in San Diego. I wasn't really like in the mood to go down. I just kind of just wanted to be to myself and kind of just reflect on a lot of things, and last night I
Mm-hmm.
ended up just working on stuff for my business. So yeah, but
So, question. So, how do you feel like holidays were, when we was kids, like Christmas was like a big thing, like all the families get together, you have like, all this fun, all the cousins, the family, like gifts and presents, food, all that stuff. So, how do you feel like Christmases then are compared to now? Like, do you
so I feel
do the
like
same things that you do?
hell no. Hell no. Girl, I could give two because I don't expect to get anything, like I don't expect to get nothing for Christmas. But I
Mm-hmm.
do get a few things, here and there, but I really don't. I just really yeah, I don't feel the same. I feel like back then I used to get excited because I knew that I was going to get something. Like I knew
Hmm.
that something was coming. And I had a little pep talk with my son because I know how kids are. I said, "Look, you need to be grateful.
Don't get your hopes up.
You need to be grateful for what you get." And I'm happy
Hmm.
that he, was able to, just be grateful for the things that he did get. But, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that ungrateful stuff because that's how I used to be sometimes. And honestly,
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Like if my mom was doing me how I'm how I'm doing my child these days, I'll be like, but that's
And
why
that's
it's
what I wanted. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and that's why it's so important for me to like really work on something now. So when he gets older, when I mean, he is old now, he's 8, but once he is a little bit older, he'll be like, okay, I remember my mom did this and that, even though we
Hmm.
feel like we're old because we're about to turn 30, we're still like, we
We still
still
in
in
our
there.
prime.
We
We still
still in the
young. We still
game.
got it.
Exactly. But what were you saying?
But that's how I feel about Kennedy. So like Kennedy's first Christmas, me and her dad, we were still together. So we gave like all the kids, like my two stepdaughters, they had like this big ass Christmas. The second Christmas, I was a single parent. So I did what I can. Like she still had a good Christmas. She had a lot of gifts. But this year, I'm just like, I'm in the middle of a move. I'm moving across country. It's during holiday time. I'm like, you know what, Kennedy, like your girl, but you gotta, take a step back. So I'm glad that her dad was able to come through. Like I still got her stuff and my family got her stuff, but I didn't want her to feel like she was missing out. So her dad came through and got her a bunch of stuff and like she's having a good time with them, her siblings and things like that. But ain't shit how it used to be. I remember we used to be in Oakland at my grandma's house, like all the cousins, like on the floor, piled up, getting where you fitting. You on the couch, you on the floor, you in somebody else's bed with them in it, just having a good old time. And it didn't matter like the situation that we were in, like just being around family. We always ate good. It was good laughs and stuff like that. But I feel like the dynamic now these days, like you just don't have it. I damn sure ain't doing none of that shit my family used to do back in the day. I'm not fucking cooking fucking 13 hours a night to feed
Okay,
all
we
these
finna go
kids.
to somebody else's house.
Okay, we going
Yeah.
to this house, we going to that house. You better get a plate. When we go over here, you better get a plate because when we go home, I ain't cooking.
But you know
But
what? I was so used to like it being the way it is now because it's always been just me, my grandparents,
mhm.
my mom, so for me, it's just always been like that. And I think that's why, you know, even when I was with my son's dad, he has a bigger family. I think he has like 6
Yeah,
siblings.
a lot.
Yeah.
A
So
lot.
so it's kind of like you got the whole family experience and stuff that you didn't get a chance to experience like as a child, so
Mm-hmm.
I like that, but for me I feel like once I am able to like host a Christmas, it's not going to be like everybody at my house because I know once I get my
Yeah.
stuff laid, I'll be like, look, take off your shoes, don't be sick, oh you
Okay.
what, get off my get your
Girl, I'm putting out the plastic cover to put on the couches. The fuck? Mm-mm. If you put some juice, that's okay. Take a little paper towel and wipe it up. It's absorbent.
exactly, because people
Mm-mm.
don't give a fuck.
And that, you know what? They really don't. What? Don't get me wrong. I love being a mother. I love my baby with everything in me. The kids have no fucking regards to your shit. They spill
Girl,
shit. They spill shit. They destroy shit. Like they do any and everything, and it just pisses me off. Like I can't wait till she get into her own place. I'm gonna be jumping on her couch with muddy shoes. I've been stepping in puddles outside with. I'm about to be coloring on the
girl,
walls.
Junior
Like
already know I don't play that shit. I don't play none of that shit. I'd be like,
Kennedy,
look,
she be trying it. Like this couch, I had bought this couch. We first moved into our house December last year, and the couches were delivered like 2 weeks after we moved in. This was December 2020. It's December 2021, and the arm on the couch is broke because somebody likes to fucking do flips from one couch to another, like she's been gymnast. And I'm just like, Kids don't respect nothing. Like they just don't care. They have no regards. They don't care. They disrespectful. I'm just like, see, back in the day, this shit would not fly in my mama house.
They all they gotta do is look at you wrong. They'd be like,
Okay.
you will
And it's
get
so
your ass
crazy
up
because
real quick.
it is so crazy because I be a little lenient with my daughter because I don't want her feeling like, oh, my mom is mean to me. She whooped me all the time. She's always yelling. Like, I want her to be able to come to me. I don't want her feeling like afraid of me or anything. But back in the day, I was scared of my mama. My mom be like, it be times we sneak out the house. I remember I snuck out the house and you was
Me.
I won't say no names. Yes. I snuck out the house with you know who, high school sweetheart, and he was like, "Okay, girl, I got your back." You went in the bathroom. You cut on the bathroom light. Ironically, my mom came out of her room or whatever. She was like, "Where's Shaleria at?" He was like, "Oh, she's in the bathroom." But you was downstairs watching TV, and you was texting me like, "Yeah, your mom just came out looking for you." So back then, my mama did not play them games. Like I was frightened of my mama. Okay, she had this stern look. She had this
Yeah.
tone of voice that was not that was not to be played with, and
Girl,
I
that's why
just
I be
feel like
saying, sorry to cut you off. My mom
you're
too,
good.
like the way she be
Girl, I
acting
was
with
scared of your mama.
the way she be acting with my son, I hyped him up. I said, yeah, you try all this stuff when you go with your grandma in New York. You know, she gonna get you. She
Mm-hmm.
gonna get you. And she be, my stinky baby and blue, blue, blue. I be like,
Where was that energy at 15 years ago?
where was it? Because I don't know what I had to do. I remember I got that phone from you. Remember I got that phone from you.
Look, we had the same phone. Your mama took your phone. I had an extra one, so I gave it to you. I said, she's never gonna know it's the same phone. She's not gonna know DJ. Just take it. So you took it.
And I had replaced the other phone with that phone. I remember I had the nerve to be talking on the phone. I didn't have enough sense to just be
At
texting.
night.
I was on the phone
Thinking
and
she
she was
wasn't
like,
to hear you, and your rooms was right next to each other, right across from each other.
girl, I remember one time she was like, Dejanay, are you on that phone? I said, no, I'm praying. I was like, no, I'm praying. She was like, okay. Then in the middle of the night, I remember she came in tossing
You
pillows.
put that pillow under. You put that phone under your pillow because I remember you told me about it, thinking that she wasn't going to look. She tossed the pillows and found that second phone.
She was like, you thought you was slick. You thought you was slick. I was like, damn.
She couldn't wait to come up in that room. She probably set an alarm.
Girl, I didn't know what
Man,
time it was, but I know she came in there tossing stuff around. She already knew what was up. I wish I had enough sense to hide it somewhere else.
not
But
under your pillow, girl. You could have put it at least under the mattress.
see, and that's why I feel like, you know, I try to be a little bit lenient and playful with Junior. You know, he's 8 years old. And for those of you guys who don't know, Junior is my son, obviously, but he be trying it too sometimes. He be trying it. These kids, they do a lot more, and I feel like I take a lot more than my mom would have at the time, but I just want him to
Your mama
feel
did not
like
play.
no, she didn't. And she be anyways. But I just want him to be able to come and talk to me, about stuff. That's why I felt so comfortable coming to him, telling him, like, look, okay, we got these upcoming things happening this year, so Christmas may not be what it was before, you know, what it has been these past few years. We planning to move, we planning to do a lot of stuff, so he understood, so he was very grateful. We had that little pep talk. I was just like, look, we trying to move. He was like, I love this and I love that. And I'm glad you do. Because if I would have heard anything other than I love it, I love this, I love that, you wouldn't have got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I
I
told
said, my
him,
phone about to
you got a charger?
It says, yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab my charger.
This will be our intermission.
Okay, hold on. I gotta put this shit on. Had to run and go get my charger.
See, this is the first episode, so we can do little stuff like this, but moving forward.
Damn, where my charger is plugged up, it won't reach the phone. Hold on.
So, I guess this will be the intermission here while our co host Chevy gets her life together with the with her charger. But if you guys have any experience from the holidays or any way that you felt about, the holidays now being adult, leave it down below because we just want to see if it's just us. Is it just us that feels like, you know, we're just not in the holiday spirit, or is it something all around? I know that in this podcast, I'm probably going to reference TikTok a lot, but I know I did see a TikTok and it did say that, you know, this girl was just like, is it everybody or is it just me not in the holiday spirit? Like everybody's just acting like it's really a task to just get it done, go and holiday shop and it's not as cheerful. And honestly, I did feel like that, but like I said in the beginning, I just came to the conclusion that, you know, it's just me and where I am in my life at this moment. So, um, I feel like if I was doing super great and I was where I wanted to be and I had everything going on and this and that, I would feel great about the holidays. I would feel great about, being able to do things for my son, being able to do things for my family, so I don't know. So leave a comment down below and let us know how you guys feel about the holidays. Let's see. Be back. I just can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what about now?
Oh, I can hear you now a little bit, but it sounded a little choppy.
What about now?
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now that we kind of touched on, how we feel about, our kids and everything, how does it feel being single during the holidays? I mean, with everything, I know for me, like I just said, I'm on TikTok a lot. And now, especially during the holidays, have you heard that song? Um, Hours and Hours.
Girl, I
I
hate
can't
it.
even think of. You hate it? I love the
Girl, I
song, but let me
fucking hate
tell
it.
you, that trend where everybody, I don't want to be a bitter single person, but let me just tell you, everybody in their Christmas pajamas, they Christmas this, Christmas that. Like being single during the holidays it kind of sucks.
It do. I hate that. because you're just like reminded of what, especially if you have kids, you're just reminded of what didn't happen, what it could have been, and you see people happily together, people getting fucking engaged and reminiscing on all that shit. Like, meanwhile, you just sitting here like,
You know what? But I need somebody that's gonna match my energy. Like I want to have somebody propose to me in a special way. I don't want you
mm-hmm,
to just do it because you want it to be done and I just accept it because we love each other. No. And I don't feel like I'm asking for too much if I want that fantasy proposal. You make that
you're not.
happen for me. And if you can't do it, then I'm not the one for you. And some people might say proposal, if you love me enough, you would make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like I don't like reminisce on any of my past relationships because, obviously you fucked up. So
They're lost.
you're fucking lost. But
Yeah. I try not to dwell on like the old shit, but sometimes a part of me be like, damn, I wish I had this still. I wish I had that. Like, just me, you know how I am. Like, I just love to be loved. Like, I'm just a
hopeless
fucking
romantic.
lover. Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. I'm a hopeless romantic. I can't help falling in love, basically. But I
And it's
love being
okay.
with somebody, and especially like times like this, and like my situation, like things just get like a little hard, and just like, damn, I just wish I had somebody to, share all these memories with. Like, I'm glad I have my child that I can do things with, but it's like kind of hard because she's in between households. Her dad lives in DC, so she's with him right now. So I can't really like, experience so much with like share so much with her. Um, but I just wish I had like, a family I could like have traditions with, like, decorate the tree. We could do elf on the shelf, put the fucking black angel on top of the tree, bake cookies for Santa, like, do all the shit that family's supposed to do. And meanwhile, I'm just here like,
And you know what? That's exactly why I don't miss the relationship that I had with my son's dad because all that shit, the decorating, the cookies and all that, he thought like pretty much like he didn't want to be a part of that shit.
mm-hmm.
And it's just like I want to be with somebody who's gonna give me a gift. Give me a fucking gift.
What kind of gifts you like, girl?
Girl, I don't know. Like I don't even know. But give me
It's been so
something.
long.
It's been so
Yeah.
long. I'm not the jewel. I mean, I love jewelry. I would like anything at this point. And I'm not saying it like that, but just like I want to feel like you actually put some thought into me. Like we put thought into these kids and what they say. Well, sometimes, I mean, last year I was just picking shit up. I was like, look, he gonna have something to open. But this year, you kind of think about, okay, he likes this, he likes that. Let me, and when we be planning things for these niggas, we be, oh, this and that, because we be, I know.
Girl, I done turned a whole fucking, I named a whole bottle of alcohol after somebody because I was his favorite shit. Threw him an alcohol party. But no, I definitely feel where you're coming from. But for me, I'm not very materialistic. Like, I don't, for Christmas, like, if I was in a relationship with someone, I wouldn't really want gifts. Like, yes, that's nice and stuff like that. I just want you to show me, like, your love. Like, if you write me a nice love letter, like, how you really feel about me, like, I don't know.
That's what,
I love stuff like that. Thought that counts. Like, you don't have to go out and buy me like this nice ass like jewelry or this nice ass bag. Like, don't spend your money on that because we could take that money and we could go eat at restaurants or something like that.
see, and
Tell like
that's,
just show me how much you love me. Like the thought that counts gifts. Like I love things like that. If I be, it sounds so crazy. Like I have like an obsession of leaves. Like if you were to get me like a fucking portrait of all these beautiful leaves, I would probably cry because this is beautiful. You listen to me. You take time out to know what I like. Like, oh my god, these leaves, they're beautiful. You know exactly what I like.
yeah.
Like you don't like JoJo said, you don't have to buy nothing. It's not what I want,
You used to play the
baby.
fuck out of that CD. Let me just say, you used to play the hell out of that CD, okay? But I feel
So
you.
good.
Like when I say something, it does not necessarily have to be a gift because I'm simple. And this actually brings me to a TikTok that I seen. And I, like I said, I'm a reference to TikTok a lot. But it was a lot of women getting interviewed saying that is money important to is money important to you in a relationship? Do you feel like a man
Nope.
has to have money? And that's the thing right there. That's the thing right there because all of the black women, they said no. We can make it work. We could do this. We could do that. But guess what? All them women of different races, different cultures and all that stuff,
Damn, am
they
I the
say
problem?
no, but I just feel like as women, as black women, we are raised to like be strong and take care of ourselves and do be able to, hold a nigga down or whatever. But these other races are not having that shit. You see when black men do get with other races, guess what? They're at where they're where they want to be in life. They're at their financial peak or whatever. Then they finally say like, okay, I'm finna get with this girl because I'm here because they're not accepting anything less. And that's how I feel. I feel like I don't want to accept somebody who can't take me out on a date.
Right.
You have to be able to, you don't have to, I don't expect you to just get with me and just, you know, spoil me, give me all this unnecessary shit when you barely know me. But it's called, we're going on a date. Okay, anything we do, I don't want to have to pay for it. And if you cannot support that, then you don't need to be dating. Like,
No, I do feel that. I remember one time, I don't know if I told you about this. I was in like, it was a long time ago. I think I just graduated high school. I went out on a date with this guy, and we went to a restaurant. um, you know, I don't care about transportation shit like that. We caught the bus there. It's cool, whatever. That's what public transportation is for. It gets you to point A to point B. We got there. You get whatever you want. I got what I wanted, but it was just a long. It was. Let me just say this. It was a long night. Okay, and
I bet. Riding the public transportation, I bet.
it was a long night, but I had a good time. Like, you don't have to come pick me up in this fancy car. Like, I'm very, I hate to say this, but I'm like very basic. Like, I don't care about like material things. You could pick me up in a goddamn beater. As long as I'm not fucking moving the car with my goddamn 2 feet myself. I don't care what you driving. As long as they get us from point A to point B and we not stopping in the middle of the road. Um, damn, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's not really about materialistic things. Like, as long as we can have like, a good time, like we went out to eat. I got what I wanted. We had a good time. I caught the bus back home. And, it was still, a good vibe. And me and the guy we talked. We're still associated with each other today.
I feel it. For me, before I actually seen that TikTok, and I'm not saying you have to be rich, but you have to be able to support. If you want to date, you need to be able to support what we have going on. Okay. Me personally, I'm not saying, I'm not getting on the bus, but
Yeah, I'm 29. I'm not doing that shit now. I was like 18. So, that shit
oh
was still
yeah, I
fine.
was about to,
That shit was still acceptable at that
yeah,
time.
it was
But
acceptable back then. But I don't feel like I'm materialistic. I'm just sick of, accepting these niggas at their worst for us to do what? For us to do what?
while I was in Germany, I met this guy. He asked me if I wanted to go out on a date. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. Let's go. Where you want to go? He told me wherever I want to go. Plot twist. Wherever I wanted to go because I was the one providing the ride. But I didn't know that. Um, the day comes and I'm like, okay, what time are we going? What time are you coming to pick me up? What do you mean? What time am I coming to pick you up? Oh yeah, I don't have a car. Well, this is something that you should have expressed from the get go when you asked me out. Because I'm older now. I try not to judge people for what they have, what they don't have, but it's just like certain standards. So I
You
picked the
gotta
guy up.
have standards. That's what I'm
I picked the
learning.
guy up. We went out to eat. Card declines. and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. You know that meme of like P Diddy. You know that meme of P Diddy when it was like I don't know what show was on, but they were just like staring at each other, and he's looking at me. He was like, "Oh, you got this, right?"
I'd have been like, I'm leaving. You ain't got no
And
ride.
you know me. You know I laugh at everything. I just like busted out laughing. So I'm just like, he set me up for the okey doke. So I paid
Card
for my stuff.
decline.
I paid for my stuff and I left. Because what you're not gonna do is embarrassment. You asked me out on a date. I'm not gonna accept no shit, no bullshit like this. Cause you're not gonna go to your boy, your friends, and tell them, "Oh yeah, like I had this little bitch. She picked me up. She
That's
took me
exactly
there.
what
She
you
paid
gonna
for my
be.
food."
That's
Right? You're
exactly
not
what
gonna
you
be
gonna
talking.
be.
You're not gonna be talking about me. She picked me up. She paid for my food. She dropped me back at home. I didn't even have to spend no money on this hoe. Like you're not gonna be talking to me any kind of way crazy to your friends. But and I was just like, I'm too old for this shit. Now I'm not gonna lie. Maybe if I was like younger, that shit probably would have passed. I would have been gullible. Like it's okay. Like I got you. But no, fuck that.
Yeah, no. Now it's just like now, especially being older, I want to have a certain standard. And I don't want to bring this nigga up. But I will say that the last one,
Okay, I'm tracking. I'm picking up what you put down.
okay, the last one, he kind of helped me set the standard for, somebody, you're going to pay for everything. Not that I'm
Mhm.
using you for anything, just you invited me. This was, you are the man, you are the provider, you are trying to court me. And it's nothing wrong with that because if you can't afford to take me out on a date, then you need to sit down somewhere.
Have a seat.
Because it doesn't have to be we go to the most expensive place.
Hmm.
We create an experience. We have a, oh, excuse me, we have a good time.
Hmm.
But yeah, so he kind of helped me set the standard for the next people that's coming into my life because honestly, the person, the people, well, actually, I won't say he did because the African guy,
Okay.
now he paid for everything,
He paved the
okay?
way.
He paved the way. Every time I knew I was going to see him, it was going to be a date. We going to eat good. I might get some flowers. I might get all the time.
Right.
So scratch that last one. I would say that other one paved the way. And I need to just set the standards high. That's why me backtracking to who is not even an option.
It better not be. That's
I
the
ain't
last
trying to make
resort.
nobody feel no type of way. But me backtracking is not even an option because you didn't do nothing.
Right.
Nothing at all.
So there is this one guy. You'll probably pick up what I'm putting down. And literally anything that I wanted, he gave to me. I could say, hey, I want to take a helicopter ride around, the city. Boom. You got a helicopter ride around the city. Um, but it's like it'd be little shit like like exactly how you want it. You don't have to settle for less because there are people out there who will give you exactly what you want, how you want it, when you want it. You got some half-ass people out here who will do a half-ass job, the bare minimum, just to get by, see how far they could go. Man, you know when nigga asked me one time to pay his water bill? Yeah, I wasn't with that shit. Um, but yeah, you have to know what you're getting into because people they will use you as much as they can. I had this one guy, girl, I'm getting all off topic, but I had this one guy that I was talking to, and I feel like he did use me. He asked me to pay for stuff. Me being the person that I am, I'm a very loving person. I'm a very giving person. I'm a very caring person. So If you don't have it and I do, then what's mine is yours. Like we're together. I feel like that's how it should be. But I started noticing I was giving, 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 and I wasn't like getting anything in return. It was more of like I feel like I was like a sugar mama at this point. I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what?
nah,
Fuck
nah.
that.
We ain't doing that.
And I'm
We
like,
ain't doing
fuck
that.
that. Like, I'm a single parent. Like, I can't be paying your bills and mine. Like, that's what I ain't gonna do. Like, mm-mm.
Look, let me tell you, I feel like going into 2022, and I know the next episode, we're going to dive in more about going into the new year and some of our, you know, New Year's resolution and things like that. But we are setting standards. I actually made a YouTube video where I went on live on YouTube and I just talked about a few things just going into the new year. And one thing I said is I'm setting standards and boundaries. I am not dealing with the bullshit.
Period. Girl, I
None
can
of
just
it.
fuck that shit.
None of the
I'll be quick to
bullshit.
cut that shit off. As soon as that
And
shit sound funny to me, I'm out.
yeah, and you know what? I feel like I'm still learning lessons. You know, I'm still learning lessons as I get older, but it's just showing me like, look, you knew, you knew, so you better act like you know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I know we did get so far off the topic from the holidays, but these
We
niggas,
did.
like that's another thing. It's like you be wanting a Christmas, like I want a Christmas gift. If we
Yeah.
are together, I want a Christmas gift. Period.
Yeah, I don't care if it's like a picture of you and I, like your favorite picture of us, like that's painted, like you put on a portrait. Like, just give me something.
Exactly.
It ain't got to be a couple hundred of dollars. It could be like the thought that count. It could be like, oh, excuse me, like a necklace with your name on it, or like a
Hmm.
necklace with my name. Like, it don't have to be like much. I'm like very easy to please. Like, just give me something. I had one guy for Christmas. I said I want. He asked me, "What did I want?" I said I want this, this, this. I gave him a list. He gave me his list. I got everything on his list, and then we
Mm.
spent probably like $600. Girl,
Girl,
I know you
please.
know. When my box arrived, do you know I had a pack of Amazon bandanas? Not even bonnets. It was a 12 pack of bandanas and like a couple of Amazon shirts. And I was like, "Thank you." Like, I appreciate everything. Like, I'm not the type of like,
Hell
nigga, what
no.
the? I'm not the type of like, nigga, what the fuck is this shit? You better get this shit out my face. I'm not that type. So I appreciate everything because you didn't have to do this, but you really didn't have to do this.
Listen, we
Um,
setting standards. We are
but
setting
yeah, we
standards.
broke up after that, and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not spending all my money on you when you just could do the bare minimum. Oop, girl, you didn't even tell me.
I was trying to get it in,
I don't
you
even
know,
know where my
because I
glasses.
feel like we still got a good 15 minutes on here. I feel like we've been doing good.
Yeah, it's on the clock time. If y'all watching, pull up. You know the vibes. And
Yes.
let's get this shit.
I'm gonna have to get something else for our next time because this I've been sipping on this. I'm gonna have to eat. I'm
Ooh,
gonna have to eat some after this.
yeah, me too.
But
I'm gonna
okay,
go to
so
McDonald's.
since like we said, being single on the holiday sucks pretty much.
Yeah, it
We
does. I just want somebody to love me and be able to like, babe, let's wear these matching pajamas. Let's take these cute pictures. Like, I'm just ready for that.
now okay, so this is kind of off subject. I was gonna go in another direction, but since you said that, do you feel like some of these things are just doing it for the show? You
I hope
doing it?
not. Me doing it for a show or people doing it for show?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really do too much. I don't really do nothing for show, anyways. Like, I do stuff for like me because this is what I want. Um, I'm not going to do shit just to fit in with the Joneses. Like, even if that's what people are doing. Like, if you're having a good time with me. Like, oh, let's wear these matching pajamas just for show up for cameras or whatever the case is. I don't want that shit. Like, I want it to be authentic. I want it to be genuine, and I want it to be real. So I hope niggas not doing that because I'm not. And we too old for that fake shit.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I just be hearing so many backstories on these relationships, but they be all we so happy online, you know?
Ooh,
Which good
girl, don't get me. Mm, don't get me started.
we could probably save that for another episode. But okay,
Yeah,
so since we touched on, just being single and all that, we talked about our kids a little bit. How, I know that you kind of mentioned it earlier. How do you want to set up how do you want to have your structure when you do finally host first of all, do you want to host holidays at your home when you finally are, with your family and have somebody? And the
absolutely,
okay. And are you cooking? I gotta know, are you cooking
absolutely. I am cooking.
the traditional Thanksgiving food? Because that's what I call it.
So it just depends, like all that turkey dressing and shit. I don't know. One day I might want to do like even this past Thanksgiving, we didn't do turkey. My friend Kiera, she made chicken. Like she made a couple of whole chicken. She roasted them. We did collard greens, almost the same thing, just not turkey, just turkeys. But for Christmas, I was gonna do gumbo because we just had Thanksgiving food. I'm not gonna make this shit all over again a month later.
Hmm.
But I'm not really a big fan of turkey, so I'll probably do like a whole couple of whole chickens or something like that. So I would probably do that, the dressing, the greens, the macaroni, which is my specialty. Y'all tap into Chevy's Delights. Um, I don't fuck with cranberry sauce like that, so that's not gonna be on the menu. So if you're looking for it, then look somewhere else. Banana pudding, like desserts and stuff like that. So probably yeah, traditional, unless we do like a jerk chicken or like some, because I love like island food and I love Mexican food too. So we might throw some
Oh,
empanadas, some
yes.
enchiladas, a little bit of something in there. But
I
it might
love
be shit, a
Mexican food
variety of
too.
everything. I don't discriminate. Food is food. I don't care if you come in here with some foo. We gonna eat that shit with whatever we got.
Not the
Look,
foo
I don't discriminate. I love food. So if you bring that, everybody wash your hands, get it ready, and just dig in.
foo. Girl, let me tell you, the first time I tried foo, this nigga told me, he said, you just put it in your mouth and swallow it. You don't
Oh,
chew it, you just swallow it. And sometimes they call it
yeah.
swallow. I said, you can't chew it? Like,
That's how they get them American girls. Put it in your mouth and swallow.
just swallow.
Like this? It wasn't so
Girl,
bad.
no, but I feel like I don't want to have traditional food. Like, I can follow a good recipe. I will say
Mm-hmm.
that, but I am not in here in the kitchen experimenting. I don't feel like that's not my I don't feel like that's my passion, but I don't want to have traditional turkey, ham, all
I
that
hate
stuff.
that shit. I could do
I,
some turkey necks
yeah, no,
or
I
turkey
want to
wings.
have, I will make lasagna, I will make tacos, I will make,
Yes.
seafood,
Whatever's
depending
clever.
on what my finances looking like. And by the time I do, my husband better be making some money to be able to buy me some turkey legs when I want some. So not
I
turkey
feel
legs.
it.
Why did I say turkey legs? Crab
Turkey
legs.
leg. Crab.
Crab leg me, please.
King crab.
Please. Because those little snow crabs ain't hitting on shit.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I don't want to have the traditional all that shit. Even on Thanksgiving, I don't want to have traditional. Like I think I'm over it. Like it's good. It's
Mm-hmm.
good, but I'm just like I'm just really over it.
I feel like nothing is really traditional these days. Like growing up back in the day, it was like you had to have this. You had to have a turkey, had to have the ham, you had to have the dressing, like all this bullshit. But now, like, I want to make whatever I want. Like, if I want some goddamn fucking crab fried rice, shrimp fried rice, I'm going to make that. If I want some fried crab strips, that's what I'm going to make. Some salmon
Right.
strips, I'm going to make that. Like, I just want it to be like something that I can do, like, start on my own. Like, if I want to say, you know what? For Christmas this year, I'm going to do like a seafood boil, or I'm going to do like, Mediterranean food or islander food. Like that's what I want to do. I don't want it to be like too traditional. But I just want to do like different stuff. Like everybody could bring a part of their different culture where they're from. Like we could have some African food, we could have some European food, Turkish
You
food,
said I don't care if
Greek
it's food.
food. We can have whatever. Just bring what you want to bring, but you better whatever you bring, you better make sure it's good. Cause I judge people on food, okay? And I'll talk about you.
You know what? And that's the main reason why I want to travel because I want to try all the different foods. Like, I want to go to Jamaica. Like, I wanted to go for my birthday this year, but I'm ready to go back. I don't know when, but we going to plan a trip. We going to plan a trip to Mexico. Um,
I need to
all of
cancel my
that.
Mexico trip. Speaking of,
You said that the last time.
they're gonna charge my card.
No, but definitely, I'm not into the traditions. I want to start my own traditions and I don't want it to be the same every single year where, my kids are expecting, I don't know if I want to have any kids. Like when I was all in love with a nigga, I was like, oh yeah, we can have some more kids. But I am feeling like I don't really care to have any more kids. Like I just want to kind of raise this one and let him,
Be done, one and done. And
yeah,
that's exactly where I'm at. Like, I always say, ever since high school, I've been trying to have a baby since I was like 15 years old. Like,
glad you
I
didn't.
always, me too. I would have been a deadbeat mom. I would have left their ass like a thief in the night. Um, but but like I always wanted to have like this big family. Like, all I wanted to do in life is be a mom. I wanted to have 5 kids, at least a minimum of 5 kids. I'm 29. I only have one child. But damn, what the fuck was this?
It's about that time, okay?
Like I always wanted to have kids. I wanted to be a mom and do all this shit. Now I have one child. Like, I don't feel like honestly, I feel like I'm going to be one and done. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I didn't think I was ever going to supposed to have kids. I was never able to get pregnant before, so when I got pregnant with her, it was like such a surprise. So I was like, damn, I'm not gonna be that cool auntie no more, because I kind of got it like, I'm gonna be the cool auntie forever. Just come, drop gifts off, sneak out the way whenever they start praying over food and shit like that. I'm just gonna leave. Um, but no, I had a fucking kid, and here I am. But I feel like I would have had more kids by now. I always wanted to be a mom, but now that I don't have it, I'm like kind of like fucking kids. Um,
Girl, look, let me
but
tell you.
very good.
I feel like I'm about to get back in my prime, okay? Junior is about to be grown. He's 9, you know?
Yeah, I would love
Like,
to find somebody who like to settle down with. Like, I would love to have at least 3 more kids, but that means I'm about to be 30, so we need to pop them out back to back to back. Like the baby's 7 months, and I find out I'm 2 months pregnant. Like, you need to be like that. I just want to have more kids, but I just can't do this shit by myself. Like as a single parent, that's just not
yeah,
gonna happen.
I gotta have some major commitment if I decide to have another kid by someone. And that last one, he was talking about 5 kids.
Well,
Five fucking kids.
you know how they do. You know how they do.
Girl, I am not popping out no more kids for another nigga.
I always
Who?
said I wanted 5 kids. I had 2 marriages. I don't even know if I'll be married again. If I
But
don't, then that's
why?
completely fine. But I just always wanted 5 kids. Like ever since I was young, girl, I was like, I could picture myself open my Dodge Caravan and the kids is fucking running out of everywhere. Like it's kids sitting in the seat, kids sitting on the floor. It's kids every fucking where, kids galore. I just want them running out. They're going to soccer practice, track practice, basketball, football, wrestling, boxing, cheerleading, basketball, all of that shit. Like kids every fucking where. Like that's just how I planned it. I didn't expect myself to be 29 with one child. Like I'm supposed to have at least 4 kids by now.
Girl, I don't. I love my son. I love him, and I wouldn't change a thing. But if for some reason I could go back, I think that I would be a lot further. I definitely wouldn't be here. I
Hmm.
just, once you have a kid, you have to make the best decisions for them, and
Yeah.
if it was just me, I'd be out here, I
Hmm.
would be out here figuring it out, you know, and I can't just do that because you have a kid now. But as far as having a whole bunch of kids, I think that my mindset will change depending on like how I feel about a relationship.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but if we good, if I know we, because I feel like I can be whatever somebody need, okay? I'm not stingy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I definitely know what you're saying because that's how I am. Like, whatever you need, I got you.
Yeah, and it's just like, if we need to, whatever it is to make our situation work for us, then that's what we can do. But yeah, no, I'm not about to be a single parent of more than one. Like that's
Yeah,
out.
I refuse to have one, and I'm one and done right now until I find that one because I refuse to be a two-time single parent. That shit just not gonna work with me because you'll be a single dad on your own. I'm not doing this shit no more.
Exactly. So, I feel like to wrap all this up, um, with us not really feeling the holidays, with us not really, you know, with us thinking about how it used to be, what just a quick, I know next week we're going to touch on goals. What do you feel like you can do this year to make next year better for this time around? Because we got this on record, we got a date on it, we got everything. So this is our manifestation. We can actually come back and say, what did we say last year around this time?
Well, being that the year is almost over, I can't say what I want to do for the rest of this year because we only got like a week left.
You know
But
what I
for
mean?
2000, I know, but for 2021, I just hope, like me personally, um, as I told you, I'm in the military, so I feel like my career is already growing. I'm going to a new base. I'm transitioning, like career wise. I'll be good. Personal wise, I would like to jumpstart my personal business, as I should told you about Chevy's Delight, and my new business that will be coming out in a couple of months. I don't have more details with that, but I would also love to find like someone to call my own so I don't have to like experience this loneliness by myself again next year. I have a story to tell like with okay, this is me and my boyfriend, me or my, the love of I'm not gonna say love of my life, that shit too soon. But me and so and so like have that special person to share it with because I hate being alone. Um damn, why you have to single me out? Um I just want to be able to um find like peace within myself so I can be able to move forward from past shit and move forward and live in like in the present and have not have to worry about like other stuff that I've been dealing with. And
Girl, my phone.
your phone died.
My phone died, my bad. I'm like, damn. Let me get back on
I
here.
haven't seen that shit loaded. Yeah, like I just would love to share like the next year with somebody special, have good time, create new memories, like traditions and stuff like that. I'm 30. I'm getting older. Still in my primes, but I'm getting old, so I want to do, things my own way, not how like my family. I'm gonna start building my own traditions and shit like that. But um yeah, go ahead, girl. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, what are your like goals for 2022? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? Like come out of the new year.
Well, I definitely didn't hear nothing you said, but I'll I'll go back and listen to it later because my phone had died, unfortunately. But for the new year, I just want to really just focus on growing like my personal brand. I want to be able to, I told myself like it's 52 weeks in a year. I want to be able to save at least $20 a week to be able
Hmm.
to not only just spoil my child, for Christmas, but have the flexibility to be able to get him the things that he asks for, or to not just to give him presents, but I know kids look forward to that, and I don't want to fuck up his, childhood
Yeah.
because he, isn't getting stuff for Christmas or doesn't feel like, and that's just a part of childhood. Unfortunately, it may not be something that we all love, or I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying, but you picking up what I'm putting
I'm
down.
picking up what you're putting down.
But it's just like I just want to get to the point where I'm just like, okay, I just want to get my money right. Like I
Mhm.
do want to have a relationship, but I notice like when I'm in relationships, I just focus on the relationship. Like unfortunately, like when I'm with someone, and of course quality time matters. And if you're with somebody who is already getting it for themselves, I know it's not good to fall off on the things that you're doing, but my thing is if we are together, quality time matters. Quality
Mhm.
time matters, and I'm going to give you the time that you need, and I want the time that I need. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I don't want to. I would like somebody, but I'm not looking for nobody. I just really want to strive and reach my goals this year. I do have.
My phone fell. Hold on.
You sleepy?
Hold on, my phone fell. No, my phone fell. Turn it
But I know you can still hear me. Hold on. Let me do this. So, yeah. So I'm not looking for a relationship. So whatever comes. Um, whatever comes. But for the new year, I just want to be successful as far as progressing in my business. It doesn't mean a certain, like income. It doesn't mean like a certain amount of subscribers. It just means that I'm being consistent with the work that I'm doing, and, having fun and enjoying the things that, you know, are just happening. So, as my co host gets ready and gets herself together, I just want to thank you guys for listening, because if you made it this far into the podcast, that means you are listening. We have been on here for an hour and 2 minutes. So we just want to thank you so much for all the support. We are, just starting this thing, and we are going to bring you an episode every week. Every week it will be live on Sundays. It will not actually be on this particular page. We do have a YouTube page that it will be airing on. So look out for the link down below in this description box. If
Yes, follow.
yes, for the new page. So let's go ahead and get that started. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hold on, let me exit solo girl. You good?
Good.
So let me just say that I had a great time here talking to you. And like I said, I just love the fact that we were able to take a topic and just continue on a conversation. Next time we need to make sure our phones are charged, make sure
Girl, my phone about to die.
we have all these little technical difficulties out of the way. But other than that,
But
I
it's
think
our first time, so next time we will be more prepared and more
yes,
set up.
yes, we are. I think we did a great job. We did amazing. I have to come back and listen to everything. But you got any final words for the people?
Only thing I have to say is thanks for the support this far. Listen to us, sharing us, following us, and stuff like that. Keep it going. The more, the merrier. Holiday season, so happy holidays to you all. Whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, if you're atheist and don't celebrate nothing at all, then good day to you. Um, yeah, just keep us going. I appreciate everything.
I would like to say that, just with us starting off, I feel like this was absolutely great, amazing. And I know I just said this and we yawning, we tired, we ready to go. But but we are just excited to come on here. So if you have anything, any topics, any comments that we could touch on, go ahead and leave the comment below. We do have a page on Facebook called Real the Millennium Hot Girl Series. It's not real, but
Basically, the name that you'll see on this video, the Millennium Hot Girl.
the Millennium Hot Girl Series. It's right underneath, right? But
Right here.
we do have a Facebook page. So if I can leave it down in the comments, be in the description box below, I will go ahead and add that page. Go ahead and answer, interact. We do want to involve the people more into what we're doing, because I just feel like this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. And we are super excited. Next week's episode, we are focusing on goals. So if you are someone who sets goals, who is goal driven for the year, that's going to be an episode for you. We are going to be diving into vision boards. We are going to have our own personal vision boards that we are doing ourselves. So I'm excited to see Chevy's vision board.
Hmm.
We're just excited to share, because not only are we just sharing with you guys, we're also manifesting and just setting the tone for the new year. So we are super excited. So other than that, I mean, happy holidays.
Hope y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. Remember, be good or be good at it. Don't do nothing that we wouldn't do.
Exactly. So, with all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you, I can't say it enough, like, comment, subscribe. Like,
Spread the
comment,
word. Pass
subscribe.
it along.
We will have the edited version of this podcast on Spotify and all other apps coming soon. Hopefully by Tuesday, I will have that link down below. Other than that, check us out next week. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Peace. Be good or be good at it. Remember that.
All right, let's get it.